Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the basis of web development from scratch. You want to learn web development and you don't know where to start? I believe this tutorial is for you. We are going to discuss the things that you need to know about web development before going into the tech industry. It's very important. And then also we are going to feature the different categories of web development. Sometimes people confuse it with web design, but there are two different things. We are also going to discuss the difference between web development and web design. Then we'll discuss the categories as well, and then you decide on which one to follow. And at the very end, we might do small coding so we can use that and enjoy ourselves. So we'll begin. Basis of web development. Web development, to a layman, a very simple definition, is the building of website from start to finish. The whole process is involved in building a website. From day one, from building the front end, the back end, and hosting it, everything about making the website come live, that somebody can visit the website in any location around the world and be able to access it. The whole rigorous process is what we refer to as web development. It's actually different from web design. Web design, just like the name, they design a website template and then they hand it over to the developers forum, and they have the work of transforming it live by coding. So the web designers, they don't code, they just design. Okay, in web design we begin to have different fields like the UI UX design. So they design a website template and hand it over to a web developer who will now transform the design into code by use of various languages, which we are going to discuss as well. Okay, so it's different from web design. So we have different categories of web development. It really depends on the aspects you wish to go through, and then depends on what you want as well. So web development is divided into basically three aspects. We have the front-end development, we have the back-end development, and then we have the full stack development. I'm going to take it one after the other, and I believe by the end of this short tutorial you'll be able to choose the one to follow, and I'll be your instructor, and I will also be guiding you on what to do at every point in time. The only thing you need to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll drop the description before the end of this tutorial. You can subscribe, like, and share. Turn on the notification button. We are going to be releasing new tutorials every week, free of charge. You can go there, download it, watch it live, and comment. If ever you feel touched, you can send me a message, a congratulatory message. Just comment and tell me that I'm doing well, and I'll continue doing well. Okay, so the categories of web development, we have the front-end developers. These guys are responsible for building what the user can see when you visit a website. When you visit a website, those things you can see there, the beautiful designs, different colors that you like. These are the different things that a front-end developer is entitled to do. So the front-end developer can be likened to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, the things you see, you as a customer, you are referred to as a client. Then you visit a restaurant, you'll be attended to by a waiter, a waitress. So the beautiful designs you see there, the different arrangements of tables and chairs, is much more like the front-end development of a website. So the things the user can see. Okay, so these front-end developers, they build this front-end using several languages. The languages most of them use, one of them is what we call HTML. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. It is actually used to describe the contents of a web page. So it's not actually a programming language. Many people are always confused. HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language, just like the name. By the way, the programming language is that language you can use to command the computer. But with HTML, you cannot use it to command the computer to do some work for you. So the HTML is meant for markup to describe the full content of a website. That's the first language you learn as a front-end developer. The second language you will also learn is what we call the CSS. CSS stands for cascaded style sheet. Just like the name, it is not also a programming language but a styling language. It is used to style the content of a web page. That is the function of a CSS language. So it's not a programming language because you cannot use it to command the computer. Okay, then the other language that we expect a front-end developer to know is what we call the JavaScript. So JavaScript is the first programming language a front-end developer learns. It is actually used to make the computer interactive. It is actually used to command the computer. When you visit a website, you see buttons here and there. You can click on a button and a button responds to you. You go to your news feed in Facebook. Each time you refresh the button, you see different things, a lot of interactions. You send people friend requests, they reply. You chat people, they reply you. These are brought about by the functions of JavaScript. So in a simple language, JavaScript is a programming language that is used to make the web page a lot more interactive. Okay, that is the advent of Web 2. This is the area where a lot of interaction now came in our website. It's different from Web 1 that dealt with a lot more of static content of a website, no interactions in Web 1. And I believe you already know that we are now digitally in Web 3. We are in Web 3 now. So if you are yet to learn Web 2, I think you are missing a lot and then you are lagging behind in technology. So I urge you to learn Web 2, and as you follow this YouTube channel, we're also going to teach you to the fundamentals of Web 3, that is the blockchain technology. Okay, so these are the three basic languages that a front-end developer is expected to know before he or she can call himself a front-end developer. Yes, before he can call himself a front-end developer, you have to know these three basic languages. As we all know, there are also sub-language skills that you need to know inside of them. That will come when we begin to take them one by one. So like I promised before, every week we are going to be releasing a full-blown tutorial, a crash course for each and every one of them. And I believe as you follow us, you will not lag behind. And so that's basically the front-end skills. An additional skill that a front-end should know, not necessarily a front-end developer, but every developer, both the front-end and the back-end developers, they need to be grounded in area called Git. Git is actually a version control system. Okay, it's an online software where web developers can collaborate with one another. You can stay in the comfort of your room and you can work for a company in Canada or in USA with this Git. It's actually a version control system. This tutorial will also come along other ones, so as you follow us, you will not miss anyone. Even if you miss anyone, you can go to our live YouTube channel and subscribe, and you can get the videos there free of charge. Okay, that is front-end development. The next we talk about, like we said, a second category of a front-end developer, of web development is the backend. Yes, the backend. So I also like using the case of a restaurant to explain this to a layman. So when you go to a restaurant, there's a place we call the kitchen. You as a client, as a customer to the restaurant, you are not allowed inside the kitchen. Your job is to place an order. The waitress will take your order, take it to the kitchen, and when they finish serving your food, they bring it back to you. So the details of the work of preparing your food, you as a restaurant customer doesn't know about it. So we liken it to back-end development. The back-end development, they supply the front end with a lot of details, just like you make a request from your table to the kitchen and they reply you. So everything you see in the front end, majority of the things you see in the front end are supplied to them by the back end. So there's always an interaction between this front end and back end actually. So the two of them also interact with a language we call the HTTP. It stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is the language through which the front end and back end communicate. Yes, it's serving as the waitress in case of a restaurant. So the waitress in this particular scale is the HTTP. You may have been typing in your browser, you see a lot of these things. Sometimes, though many of us do not know what it means. It's HTTP. Sometimes you see HTTP with S added to it. That is an additional encryption that makes the website a lot more secure. So when you are visiting a website and it doesn't have this S attached to it, be sure that whatever thing you are doing in that website is not secure. Okay, so that is for the brief explanation of a backend. In backend, there are so many languages that we can learn. Depends on your area of specialization. Some people use PHP in their backend as a language. Some even use Python. Depends on what you actually want. Some use Ruby and the rest of them. So there are many languages that we can learn in the backend. Okay, so we are not detailing any of them, just like the name of the course is the basis of web development, and then a whole lot more will come as well in subsequent time. So the last category is the full stack web development. Full stack web development. Okay, so full stack is just like someone with a double degree. He has the knowledge of a front end and also the knowledge of a back end development. So sometimes people used to learn two of them at once. Such people are called full stack developers. Yes, because they learn both of them at the same time. So it depends on your choice and capacity. Depends on the area you want to go. If you are the type that like design well, you can design you design things that people can see and fall in love with. If designing is actually your type, your choice, then you fit in well as a front-end developer. But if you are like people like us who doesn't like beautiful design, well, we like beautiful design actually, but we cannot design them. We like doing the dirty work, so you become more interested in back-end development. So in back-end development, there's no beauty anywhere. All we'll do is to do the dirty work, send it to the front end, and then we are done. That is the back end. But if you are good in two of them, it's your choice. It's your choice. Full stack development. Full stack development. So the next thing I talk about basically is duration. How long does it take to become a front-end developer? Like how long does it take to become, okay, let's say a developer? Actually, one is with your passion. Whatever I'm going to say now is tied to how passionate are you in learning web development. If you are so passionate that you'll be able to give web development every day 5 hours of your time, and when I mean 5 hours, I mean quality 5 hours. Yes, quality 5 hours without distractions. If you're able to give web development 5 hours, then I bet you in 3 months in 3 months you can be a front-end developer. In 3 months you can be job ready. You can search for front-end development job anywhere around the world. Remember what I say, depends on how passionate you are, and then at least 5 hours every day of your time, then you'll be able to get through to a job ready level as a front-end developer. You do the same for back-end, 3 months again will also be good for you. So what we are trying to say that in 6 months time you can be a full stack developer consistently, and then you start making money. So the next stage is how do they earn? Is there money in web development? Because that is the primary question everyone should be asking. You can't go into something that doesn't bring money. Everyone wants money, but I bet you there's money in web development. But the only thing that can make you stand out is your experience and expertise. A lot of people are into web development now, because that is the era that we are finding ourselves, the era of technology. A lot of things have gone digital, so we need to be in tune with the technology in order to remain relevant, and then need to also be ready to embrace changes as well. Those who learned Web 1 are very useless now, because sorry to say that, but nobody is talking about Web 1 anymore. So if you are a Web 1 developer, I bet you, if you depend solely on Web 1 development, you will not even be able to put food on your table. You will not be able to put food on your table at all. That is why those ones who immediately embraced Web 2 when they came, they are enjoying life. Now that we are in Web 2 and Web 2 is almost gone, I bet you very soon the Web 2 developers will miss a lot, except if they get themselves in tune and embrace the changes brought about by Web 3. So that is actually how it is. And then if it's money, you make money in web development. Depends on how good you are and how committed you are in web development. So I believe if you still have a question, you can drop a comment down the line and I will reply you immediately. If you want a direct mentorship, you can visit us. Visit Versatile Code Academy, and then you know so much about us. You will know so much about us. If you need direct mentorship, we are also here for you. You need web instructors that if you want them to come to your home to deliver the job for you, you can come as well. Yes, we are very, very affordable. We are ready to schedule our timetable to fit what you want, and I bet you in few months you'll be ready to start earning in web development. So the last stage we are going to discuss is, if I decide today to be a web developer, if I want to learn today now, what are the things that I'm expected to have, and am I supposed to make some installation as well? Well, to learn web development well, you need a laptop. You need a laptop as well, and once you have your laptop, you're almost good to go. So the web developers, they use a lot of writing editors in their course for web development. There are so many text editors that you can use as well. There are so many text editors that you can use. It is actually dependent on your choice of editors. For someone like me, I use Visual Studio Code. That is what I use. There are other text editors in the market that you can install and use as well, such as the Sublime Text. You can also install Atom. We have Atom. We have again brackets. We have bracket as well. Brackets. We equally have PHP storm. PHP storm. So it's your choice. But I advise saving. Sometimes people use Notepad as well. Yes. People use Notepad. As well. So, but as a beginner, I advise I started with the use of Visual Studio Code, and it's been working for me fine. So, if you're interested in any of them, interested in web development, you have a laptop, you don't know how to go about it, you contact us, or if you see this, type any of them in your Google and you follow the installation procedures, and you are good to go. So I think that will be all for now. So I urge you to follow us. Thank you first of all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on as well the notification button so you'll be able to see our updates, our course updates each time you visit us. We thank you for a wonderful time with you, and we expect you to join us again next week as we bring on the next tutorial as well. Always follow us and you'll be glad that you did. I am still your web instructor. Still your web instructor. Still your web instructor. Versatile. Lord. Versatile. Thank you and see you in our next episode.